Right. The new trailer for the Chainsaw Man anime adaptation is out. Super excited for this. Let's check it out. Interesting palette. The color palette, I mean, just for that. There's the lesbian orgy scene. The best character in the whole series right there. Ooh. Ooh. What is Kensuke Ushio doing with the soundtrack, man? Ooh, ooh, you see that little flash there, right there? Ooh, ooh, you see that little frame right there? Hang on. You guys saw what I saw, right? Oh, oh, yes. Okay, so we're okay. Okay. All right. I'll try to keep this as spoiler free as possible for all of you anime onlys who are watching this. So I won't be giving too much manga spoilers. Don't worry about that. And also for manga readers who are probably watching this, please don't spoil me on I guess the second part of the manga. I haven't really caught up to, I guess, like the last 100 chapters or so of part 2. I know it ended. I know there's some mixed feelings about the endings and all that stuff, so I don't know about the ending just yet, so I'm coming into this with, like, as much hype as I can from when, like, the first season of Chainsaw Man was released for part 1. But this was this was an okay trailer, I would say. I have to be honest here. I don't think it's as I don't think it's as hype as that first teaser, if any of you guys remember that. And this felt more of a character introduction trailer, if that makes sense. Like, we're introducing, like, the assassins in question. Like, we're introducing all of these characters at the very end here. But I do love some of the things that are being showcased in the trailer. First of all, the art style pretty much continuing, and they're keeping the Raise Arc art style, which I don't mind at all. I love that art style. I love both the art styles. I know there's probably some people who prefer, like, season 1 or, like, the movie art style, and preferring one or the other, and yada yada yada. I love them both. I mentioned, interesting color palette for this scene specifically. I don't know. I guess when I was reading the manga, I was imagining something more of a cooler color palette, just for this moment, but not that I don't mind at all. I mean, what else? America. Oh, uh, they're showing it. They're showing it. Happy Pride Month, everybody. I mean, overall, the quality of this trailer is still, it's still pretty good. You know what I also love about this trailer thus far? The change in aspect ratios from time to time. We got, like, full 16:9, and then we get, like, the more wider aspect ratio and such. And then especially this one, again, like, if you have seen, like, the Reze movie, like, what kind of shot and what kind of scene this is. So I love that they kept like the same, I guess, the same visual direction of the Reze movie, if that makes sense. You know, like certain scenes having the 4:3 aspect ratio. The ending of the Reze movie during like the post credit scenes, we revert back to like 16:9. You know, like the average TV anime ratio, and then of course like throughout the most of the yeah, cool stuff, cool stuff. Obviously, we're just. I'm not gonna say much about you. I'm not gonna say much about you, but I am super excited to to see some of the boys. Let's just put it that way. I'm loving this. I'm loving this. You know, the thing about like this Chainsaw Man, the Reze movie is that there is a they didn't over rely on CG Denji, which they obviously over relied on like the first season, which again like I mostly don't mind at all. But again, like the visual, I would say the visual cohesion from the movie to this, I really do appreciate. This is also really cool. From the transition from this to this, I don't quite remember what was happening in the manga in terms of like the paneling, like if this was actually a direct uh, transition or not. But either way, Kobeni's car, of course, making its uh, television debut. uh, what are these frames, man? Hmm. Honestly, not much for me to say, other than I mean, it looks pretty good. Um, did they say when this was coming out? No, they're not. They're not showing it. Description? Hang on, give me a sec. I'm reading Anime News Network and Crunchyroll. Yeah, there's no actual like release date. Not yet, at least. Damn. Okay then. Honestly, I don't know what else to add. um, I am excited for this. Obviously, if this is actually a series, then I will I will react to this, of course. Whenever it's out, I'll try my best to, keep up with like the actual release schedule and whatever. But if this is not a TV series and if this is actually a movie for some reason, then I don't know. We'll see. I didn't react to the Reze movie for those of you asking because I watched it in cinemas. It was a great experience. Um, I'm looking forward to this as I've already mentioned time and time again. I'm excited to see this adaptation go, and I'm excited to see this adaptation elevate the manga and the source material even further. I've said this during my season 1 reaction, and I've said this a couple of times when I was when I was talking about like the Reze movie. These adaptations of Chainsaw Man are phenomenal. They're great. I love them because they somehow elevate a story that I find to be just good, if that makes sense. Like, I like Chainsaw Man. It's not my favorite Fujimoto work, but somehow the adaptation uh, brings something out from this story that I couldn't see or find when I was reading it for the first time, if that makes sense. Like, I've definitely grown a lot of appreciation for like the first uh arc of Chainsaw Man, if you will, when I was watching the first season. The Reze movie pretty much decimated all of my previous thoughts and feelings of the Reze arc because again, like reading the manga is one thing, but just watching the movie and seeing how much love and care and uh, so many flair and so much heart being put into that adaptation just fills me with so much joy. And then of course there's like the music and everything. It's incredible, and with how it's going, I I am fully confident that this adaptation of the Assassin's arc is just gonna live up to the expectations that the first season and the movie have set. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I am, of course, as I mentioned, super excited for this. I will be watching this whenever this comes out. There's no release date, so this could be, I mean, at this point, may as well be like next year. I don't know. We shall see. Anyways, thank you all so much for tuning in. I know this is like a pretty short video. I wasn't sure if I was gonna do this or not, but you know what? Chainsaw Man trailer reactions has almost been like a tradition on this channel at this point, so might as well just add it more to the reaction catalog. Anyways, I will see you all next time. Take care, everybody. Have a nice day. Peace.